For a large part of human history, most people believed that the earth was the center of the universe. This was the common understanding because, given what we know, looking up, we believed that we would be the center of the universe. And whenever people came around and thought differently, they were often put down or persecuted for their belief that maybe we weren't the center of the universe, because that was the common understanding. That was the fullness of human understanding at that time, was that we were the center of the universe because of what we believed that we knew given from our own observations. We look up, we see everything else floating around us. So naturally, we believed that we were the center of the universe in this way. And it wasn't until much later that human understanding evolved in a way that made it so that way we realized that we weren't the center of the universe in that way. Many times we believe that we have all the answers, that we have all the knowledge. And even if we don't say we do, we show it in our actions, often not trusting in other people and trying to take control of our lives in our own way, given what we know. Like rebellious teenagers, we end up thinking that we have all the answers and we don't need to listen to other people. But God tells us in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 8, to trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. It will be a healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones.
I think one of the most powerful parts of that is not being wise in our own eyes. Well, when we have ideas and when we have a plan, of course we think it's a good idea or a good plan, or else we wouldn't have it. Or like in our opinion, of course we think our opinion's right. But we should strive not to be wise in our own eyes. We should ask other people, ask godly people that we look up to, especially about maybe future decisions or other things. Ask them what they think of the plan. But the primary meaning of this passage is to trust in God, trust in the Lord with all of our heart. And I love the fact that it says, and he will make your paths straight if we acknowledge him. When we have difficult decisions on the horizon, when we're struggling with the timing of something, when to do something or when to make a decision or when to go, when to stay, whatever, or when we're waiting for an opportunity, we need to trust in God. And it's probably the hardest when we're going through a hard time, when things are difficult and we feel pulled, we feel pressured, maybe we're sick, whatever it might be, or our loved one is sick. It's hard to trust in God. But this passage says we should be trusting in him. We know that he wants what's best for us, and we know that he cares for us. So as we go throughout our days, as we might be making those decisions or going through that hard time, trust in God and ask for God's help. Pray to God for the strength to trust in him as you go throughout your days. May God bless you and keep you this week, and may you trust in the Lord, and may he make your paths straight.